What is up, everybody, and welcome to a jam-packed episode of Clapback Tuesday Night Clapbacks. How's everybody doing tonight? Danny Cooper, my co-hostess with the mostest. What's happening? I think you're muted, my friend.
I'm very excited for this third episode of Clapback. Very excited.
Me too. Last week, we seen a big competitor. We seen one of Freestyle Comics' big men literally get manhandled and tossed around the ring.
It's unfounded to see such a large man get tossed around and abused and embarrassed by the likes of someone like Void. You know, we saw in our first week, we saw Big Virgil kind of make short work of Vase Force.
Yeah.
And then last week, Void comes through and with ease, he throws Virgil around like he's a cruiserweight and just destroys him. Virgil barely had any offense in the entire match. It was ridiculous.
He barely had any defense. It almost looked like me tossing around my 7-year-old son when we're playing around in the trampoline. It was very hard to watch. And Void wasn't quite done yet and wanted to add a little more insult to injury. Thank goodness our champion, Hotshot, came to the rescue, came to Big Virgil's rescue, and did not let Void continue. Because I would say Void was looking to put Big Virgil out of commission. You can see the footage here.
Yeah, and we weren't even sure if Hotshot was in the building. No one had heard from him or seen him since the attack the previous week. And as you said, he comes out, he makes the save. And if you watch Void here, if I'm not mistaken, he was trying to draw Hotshot out. If Hotshot didn't show, I'm sure he would have had no problem taking that chair to Big Virgil. But I think he's playing mind games and was really looking to draw out Hotshot.
I agree 100%. You can tell that Void has it in for Hotshot, and we quite don't understand if it's for that belt or if it's something just more personal than that. But either way, we got Void back in action tonight as he faces off Roughhouse, who came back from a win last week, beating Human. We have a debut match happening tonight as Miss Medusa from Unlikely Hero Studio faces off against Titan. And that'll be our first match tonight. Excited about that match. Our main event tonight is 5-Star and Hotshot teaming up to take on the Frost Gang.
A lot of new debuts tonight for Tuesday night's Clapback. I'm excited to see Frost Gang, see what kind of trouble and mischief they bring to the match in this tag team. That's a big tag team main event. How do you think Roughhouse is feeling, knowing how he got his in the first week he got his revenge against Human, and no diss to Human, but finding out that your second match on the third week is going to be against none other than Void.
I tell you this, Danny. If I was anybody in the locker room, after seeing what Void did to Big Virgil, I would not be happy to be in a match with that man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all know Roughhouse. He's got an ego bigger than his muscles, so he's probably not scared or concerned. Unfortunately, I just hope he's able to walk away from this match.
I agree. Also, this tonight we also have for the first time a ladder match, and we have Ace Blade and Trash Panda facing off for the last spot in the Money in the Bank, which will take place next week. So that's a big thing. Money in the Bank is next week, our first pay-per-view event leading to FSK Mania. These two teams have been going at it back to back. We seen Spider Squirrel take on Lumberjacks last week and get that dub. You can see him there holding his hand up high. You got to wonder, is Trash Panda going into this with the advantage? They got the tag team win week 1. His partner got the win last week. You got to wonder if he's coming in feeling confident.
Yeah, hopefully he's not coming in overconfident. Ace Blade is not one to turn your back on and estimate that, take them lightly. But you're right. I think you got to think that momentum. They're going to ride that wave of momentum for those wins through this match and ride it on all the way through Money in the Bank. And, Money in the Bank is a big match. The winner
Yeah.
walks with that opportunity to cash in that championship whenever they want. So, Hot Shot's got a target on his back. They always say the champion's got a target on their back, but not only does he have Void, who's looking for him, he's got all these other competitors aiming for a shot at that title.
Exactly. Taijutsu Gates, same. I mean, she hasn't really had anyone, she hasn't had any kind of issues with people wanting to tempt her outside of the ring.
Can you
But
blame
she has
them?
been in a dominant force inside that ring. But somebody's going to get that opportunity to cash in whenever they want. So that's big. It could be either two of these ladies even that are going to be in this very first match. I know Titan seems hungry for that belt. So let's see how she fares right now against Miss Medusa. Because I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one. Titan had a pretty decent show. First time we're seeing Miss Medusa in the ring. Very curious to see how Titan, if she's able to bounce back from that recent loss, despite having a good showing.
I agree. There she is, Titan, ready for action. She is a competitor. We've seen this. We've seen her in the ring already, and she is definitely a competitor. I'm not sure if I'd want my first match. If I Miss Medusa, I'm not sure if I'd want my first match to be against Titan here.
The following contest.
Yeah, I would agree. Titan. Yeah, that's the one thing. She's coming out with a smile, and but has every reason to have a chip on her shoulder. She's without question the powerhouse in the women's division. So really curious to see how she stacks up against Miss Medusa.
Yeah. She week 1 took that loss, so I'm sure she is ready to get in here and get a dub and prove not only to the FSK fandom, but the women's division that she is a competitor and she is hungry and she is wanting a chance at that title. Some red smoke.
Yeah, this looks to be a very entertaining entrance coming from Miss Medusa.
Shout out to the cameramans with the interesting angles they're doing there. We pay those guys pretty good. You guys have not noticed yet, this is a brand new arena. This is the official Tuesday Clapback arena.
So our fans are getting a little restless, and she finally makes her appearance.
Ooh. A lot of mystery there.
Medusa.
The crowd is not feeling it. Very mysterious, very mysterious. You gotta wonder what Titan's going through Titan's mind right now, seeing this entrance. As she crawls on all fours. What, Danny? What are you thinking? What do you think about this entrance here?
I think if it's an indication of anything to come, if I was Titan, I would be asking for a change up on the card and see if I could face off with someone else and maybe study and see what she's getting herself into. That's the biggest challenge, is when you just don't know what to expect.
Very true. It's a very frightening entrance.
Yeah, and I would say if I were to explain it or describe it in one word, it might be confidence, without question.
For sure. The crowd wasn't sure what to think. Just got a few boos at the beginning, but it seems like they're just as much as in awe as we are. Again, unlike the Hero Studio, thank you for letting her join the show. Excited to see what she does.
So far, she is putting on a show. Being an entertainer and coming out from her background, it was fun to surprise that she would have such a spectacular entrance.
She is putting on a show before the match even starts versus Hope. she can continue to put on that show during the match. Hopefully she did not spend too much time on the intro and not enough time studying exactly what Titan can do.
Yeah, and this type of entrance is all about the mind games and trying to get the match starts before the bell rings. So right now I would say Miss Medusa's in the lead without question.
Seems like we have a bit of a crowd shift. That's how easily you can win over the crowd. A great entrance like this can easily win over the crowd, and that's how you become a crowd favorite. And we're off. Wasting no time there, throwing the punches. Ooh. Titan going up to the top.
Yeah, it's always crazy to me to see a large athlete like Titan go to the top rope, especially so early.
Ooh, and she hits
that double axe handle pays off.
Attacking the limbs. That's a lot of pressure coming down on that shoulder, that elbow, that wrist. Medusa able to get up.
Finally seeing a little bit of offense from Medusa. Ooh. Nice DDT.
Knees to the avenue, man. Going up to the top rope. She has the, whoa.
That was a big splash. So you got to wonder, moments like those, why would you get up and then decide to go for the pinfall? And you got to think that's probably, a little bit of rookie action there out of Miss Medusa. First time in the ring here. There's probably a bit of uncertainty of what to do, and sometimes that can cost you, as we're seeing here. Massive leg drop.
You do not want to waste time taunting Titan as she did there and cost her. Now she finds herself in the pin, but she's able to kick out. Titan playing to the crowd a bit. Trying to get him back on her side.
I got to say, even though Titan's done a little bit of playing to the crowd, she's right back at it, right back to attacking Miss Medusa.
Tossing her around a bit. Picked up at the back of the neck.
Is this what we got here? Nice counter. That's where that speed comes into play. Nice little spinning snap elbow drop. Not even enough to get a 1 count, though.
Great here.
A gorilla press slam is always impressive, whether you're a large athlete or a small athlete.
I agree.
Nice little variation of the torture rack there. I like the arm over the throat. So
yeah,
that shows her veteran and moves there. She's keeping that left arm tied up. She can't reach the ropes.
Titan is just on the offensive here. Calling for her to get up.
Oh, now that is impressive.
Very impressive. Very impressive
wow.
move there. Again, taking too much time to capitalize on it. Not able to capitalize.
Yeah, you see, she should have, you would have thought, after catching her and the little power slam, she would have just stayed on her. Something like what we're seeing now is what she should have done.
You gotta think if the showmanship is getting the best of her.
Yeah, she is not in the big top now. She's got to realize that.
Titan able to kick out.
Oh, misses with the knees.
Oh, Titan wasting no time.
Showing off her speed and agility there with a nice little clothesline.
Oh, and plants her hard into the mat. You got to think this is probably it.
That is
all she wrote. Titan with a big win here today. I would say Miss Medusa, she definitely came in here trying to entertain the crowd. She definitely came in here and tried to put up a match. But Titan is just a powerhouse, and she showed that here.
I'm gonna coin that finisher, the Titan Bomb. It was a pretty impressive. You see here, she kind of if we get the replay of that, she lifts her up and kind of shows that one arm slam, and then the best part of that was really the roll up for the pin. I mean, talk about a smart way to cover.
Here is your winner,
using them legs to really keep her pinned to the mat there. The Superstar T Titan with the win. She's got to feel good about that win. Like I said, losing that match in week 1, she's got to feel good to get that win in there. Yeah, I mean, heck of a match.
Oh yeah. You got to take it 1 week at a time. You know, the rebounding after a loss like that to the champion. You know, she knows what to expect, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see those two face off again real soon.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. Definitely not the last we'll see of Miss Medusa for sure. She is going to be wanting to get herself a win, and excited to see what happens with both of these ladies going into the Money in the Bank. We'll see, if one of them get the opportunity to not only win the Money in the Bank, but later cash that in on the champ.
Absolutely. And, it's been an interesting playing field. Right now, Taijutsu taking out Titan and getting that victory. You would think, that puts Titan back at the end of the line. And, with this victory tonight, it moves her a little bit closer to getting another title shot. And I was expecting to see Vigilance come through and maybe challenge for the title, but she's had her hands full with Queen Mala.
Yeah, I agree. She's had her hands full. I don't even know if she's in the building tonight. I haven't heard if she was in the building tonight or not, but we will see. Money in the Bank can change the opportunity for whoever. So,
absolutely. Well, I'm definitely excited about this next match. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping for Roughhouse sake he manages to walk away from this match without any injuries.
Agreed. Boyd is just an absolute monster.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of the crowd fanfare behind him.
If you put up a match like you did last week, how can the crowd not?
Is an Extreme Rules match.
You might not like the guy, you might hate the guy, but you cannot deny the fact that he's a powerhouse.
Weighing in at 397 pounds.
Entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it's one thing to sneak attack the champion after a hard-fought match, but to come out like he did last week and manhandle Virgil, you cement yourself as one of the top opponents in the company, and I think that's what Void has done. And that smile as he just paces around the ring is just sets the tone of what you're in for when the bell rings.
100% agree. He walks in with pure confidence, like he knows what he's about to do to the person he's about to face off. He is ready for action.
I gotta wonder if he requested the opportunity to come out first so that he could stand there in the ring and stare Roughhouse in the eyes as he walks down that ramp. Just so you know what's waiting for you when you get there.
Whew. If I was Roughhouse and I knew that was waiting for me, I think I'd turn the other way. But Roughhouse is coming out just like he always does, full of swag, full of confidence, full of arrogance, and ready.
Yeah.
Take this on head on.
No concerns without question. I mean, look at that. That's just like you said. He's coming out with the swagger. He has no concerns. I'm pretty sure in his eyes, he's already won the match.
He is a better man than I am. Got to be feeling some of the hype from the win that he got. I would say you, man, and Boyd are two different animals.
Absolutely. If he's going to approach Void the same way he did Q-Man, I hope we have an ambulance on standby.
Shout out to Ren McKenzie for the character Roughhouse. Looking just mean. Then we get the match started. Oh, Roughhouse showing some offense right off the bat,
Nice.
right off the rip.
Not really giving him any time. That's the way you have to do it. These big guys, you've got to come out, attack fast, attack hard, and not let up. Question is, will Roughhouse's ego get the better of him? And if he gets to play into the crowd and taunting, things could change very quickly.
It could be over very early, but it doesn't look like Roughhouse is doing that. But Void now on the offense, and that's what you don't want. You don't want him to get his hands on you and start throwing you around, because we've seen what that led to last week.
Yeah, and the way he threw Virgil around was just disrespectful.
Bouncing him off the top rope.
Oh, he's attacking that bad leg of Roughhouse there. Those forearm shots. Surprised he didn't bust him open there and get a little bit of blood.
Ooh. Just attacking the limbs there. You gotta wonder if he's gonna be able to use that arm. A lot of weight
stays on him here. He might just be knocked out. Oh, nasty punches.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and a big forearm, forearm there. Nice headbutt.
I'm not sure how effective it was. I mean, when your head's about half the size of your opponent's, you gotta wonder how effective and how much of the right choice that is.
Trying to grab the sledgehammer, which I gotta say is very smart.
He should have started the match with the sledgehammer.
Going to the second rope there.
Nice double axe handle to the back.
Using his speed here a little bit. Nice.
You know, and he could have easily made that. It's a very Roughhouse thing. He could have easily made that a little tornado punch, and instead he went with the slap. Just so you know, Roughhouse, he's going to bring that little bit of disrespect.
Anyway, that wears a kilt and chucks to the ring. Definitely going to show some disrespect. Again, this is where you don't want to be at. If you're him, you do not want Void to get a hold of you. Once Void gets a hold of you, it's not a good thing.
Oh, there's one. He's going for the two suplexes.
3. Oh, that hurts.
3 belly to back.
There's enough to put you away, but let's see here.
See, that's the beauty of Roughhouse, and also hopefully what doesn't get him hurt is the fact that he's not going to quit, even though most of us might just stay down and pretend we're on the sledgehammer.
4th one. Picking him up. We've seen this before. Oh! This might be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Wow.
Void able to get that win, but I gotta give it up to. I mean, Void got the win, an impressive win, but I gotta give it up to Roughhouse there.
You know, he came out focused, but that's Roughhouse is no pushover. He came out there ready to go. He had a game plan, and it just wasn't enough.
No,
you gotta wonder what's it gonna take to stop him.
We didn't get quite the spectacle that we got last week with Void. And you got to wonder if maybe he came in feeling a little overconfident. And once he realized that Roughhouse was a little more than what he thought, he kind of put that quick into it with those 4 suplexes back to back, and then hit him with a special there.
Yeah, you got to think the quick punches to the abdomen, and then that tornado slap. I think that may have upset Void a little bit, and he decided, I'm done playing. I'm going to finish things off. I'm done with you.
It's got to make you wonder when him and the Hot Shot finally do collide. It just makes you wonder what what Hotshot can even do against a monster powerhouse like Void.
Yeah, I mean, we've known Hot Shots to be an underdog at times and have the ability to come out on top. But I'm not sure that's going to be the case this time. I'm really not. It's looking grim for Hot Shot.
I
His
agree.
title reign may come to an end pretty soon.
I agree. Like you said, not only does he have that target on his back, with the Money in the Bank taking place next week, potentially have another target on his back. Um, that's something that you know when you're the champion. That's what you got to look forward to. Like they give you the nice shiny belt and they tell you, here you go, you're the champ. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean nothing but more work for you and always looking behind your back. So I'm excited to see that. I'm definitely excited to see what what comes of this rivalry that's starting to
Yo, yo,
blossom.
yo, I don't like all the noises being talked. All right. I am the people's champion. I am the hot man in the ring. I am hot shot. And I don't care what Void does, he is not getting this belt. Y'all saw that sucker sneak attack he gave me 2 weeks ago. He can't compete with the champ. Y'all not gonna tarnish me up here like this, guys.
So I'm just curious, and I'm going to ask this question for Tony on his behalf.
Yeah.
Are, when you finally get a match with Void, Hotshot, can you tell us what will you be having Vigilance in your corner?
Whoa. I don't know if I like those implications. What do you say? I can't handle the darkness by myself?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Hotshot, I just want to ask you this also. Hotshot, you have definitely been a champion of the people. You have been a fighting champion. You have put on show after show, feat after feat. Tonight, you are in tag team action with Five Star as you guys face off the Frost Gang. I gotta wonder though, in the back of your mind, are you somewhat worried that Void could be lurking around the corner?
Let's address the first thing. I don't need no help to take out Void. Number one. Number two, I'm not worried about him. All right. He's a chump. He's a bum. He's got to attack people from behind. He's got to use chairs. And tonight on Clapback, me and Five Star is taking it to whatever, whoever, and wherever in the ring tonight. I'm out, man.
There
I
you
think
heard
it's
it,
safe to
folks.
say we get where the name Hotshot comes from.
Yeah, the champ being very humble there. Champ being very humble there. But before we get to that main event, we do have for the first time, ladder match here on Clapback Tuesdays. Like we've said, Spider Squirrel and Trash Panda have been going head to head with Ace Blade and Lumberjacks. They've gotten wins the last 2 weeks. First in tag team competition, next in solo competition. This is for the last slot in the men's Money in the Bank. Both these men would love an opportunity at the champ, but let's see who will pull out the dub tonight and get that last spot. Danny, do you have a fan favorite going in?
These ladder matches are always interesting, and that's what's really interesting about this specific matchup is the fact that we have Trash Panda, who's more of the brute and the strength, if you will, of the tag team with Spider Squirrel. And we've got on the other side Ace Blade, who's the fast, agile partner when he partners up with Lumberjack. So I would have been very excited to see Ace Blade and Spider Squirrel in this match. I think these two fast,
Yeah.
agile, quick opponents would have put on a truly a spectacular matchup for the ages. So
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to expect. If Trash Panda can catch Ace Blade early, and he can use that power, he might be able to come out on top. But the ladder, that's the thing that makes the difference in how you use the
Mm-hmm.
ladder. So, oh man, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna go with the faster competitor. I'm gonna put my money on Ace Blade tonight.
Nice, nice. I'm going to disagree with you, and I think you're sleeping on the fact that Trash Panda is a martial artist. He is a big man that is quick on his feet, and I think he's a happy balance between speed and power. So if I'm Ace Blade, I'm going in thinking, man, this guy is a well-rounded competitor. He's coming off him and his teammate 2 wins back to back. So I'm gonna have to say Trash Panda on this one. I feel like he's coming in and he's coming in to win it because we know what this match means. An opportunity at the Money in the Bank for the opportunity to cash in on the champ Hotshot.
Tony, who am I to say that your opinion is wrong? But I know one thing for sure that we can agree upon. Let's see what the turnout's going to be on this match, and I think we're both excited to see what happens here.
I agree. Shout out.
And that's the tough thing I'll say for these qualifying matches. The Money in the Bank is a huge opportunity, but to qualify, you still run the risk of getting injured and being out regardless. So these guys are putting a lot on the line.
I agree, and it just happened. Whoa, what do we have here? Whoa!
Not surprising. Like I said, if you can attack him early and fast, that might be the difference here.
Wow, Ace Blade able to counter that. These men obviously have some hatred for one another.
You gotta wonder, is it like we've talked before? We've seen these fellas all face off several times over the past few weeks, and this being the 3rd week of Tuesday Night Clapback, no surprise to see two of the 4 men going at it again. And I wonder, is there some bad blood here, like you said, or is it really just all about the eye on the prize of winning the Money in the Bank and taking that title off a Hotshot?
Yeah. Unfortunately for both these men, they're the only 2 that had to qualify actually to even be in the match. The rest of them was a random draw. And this match here, to decide the last, instead of drawing a name, they put it in a match for the ladder match here for you guys tonight. So,
hey, it may be unfortunate for these 2, but I would have to say that for us and the fans, it's the right thing to do.
I agree. Ooh. On the steel stage there. That is no give.
Yeah, I wonder if these 2 are even going to make it to the ring.
Danny, you mentioned, the eyes on the prize, but this definitely feels a little more personal. You would think 2 guys that got their eyes on the prize, the match would already be in the ring, and they'd both be trying to climb up that ladder to get that prize.
You would think. It's a very good point. You're not going to be able to win a ladder match if you keep the match on the stage.
Ace Blade is very technical. He is always trying to pick apart his opponent piece by piece, taking out limb after limb.
And that may very well be part of that well-rounded MMA background he comes from.
Very true.
And if you want to know more about Ace Blade, I would definitely say head on over to Fourth Wall Productions and check out, I believe it's issues 1 through 5 are available of Ace Blade.
Yeah. You can also check out Danny J. Quick, the creator of Ace Blade, at The Real Ace Blade, I think, everywhere. The phenomenal creator.
Yeah, and if you're not already following Danny J. Quick, you're probably living under a rock.
Very true. The men have finally, I thought we're about to get into the ring here, and still on the outside of the ring.
This is a ladder match. Are we going to see the ladder? There we go. Someone touched the ladder, finally.
Ladder being set up. Ace Blade's got to know that. Yeah, I didn't know what he was thinking there. You got to at least knock the person down before you try to get up the ladder.
We're seeing that power come into play. Last ride power bomb.
Vicious. Trash Panda going up. He might have bought himself some time there. But it don't look like he's going for the briefcase. Oh, he missed. That was a wasted opportunity, I feel like, Danny. Tossing him out of the ring.
See, and this is one of those times where you've got to question the intelligence. You know what, Tony? Maybe you're right. Maybe there is some bad blood here because that's what you want. You get your opponent out of the ring. Ace Blade is clearly hurt. Trash Panda had all the time in the world to get the title or to get up there and get the briefcase and qualify. This could be the end of the match right here. Not sure what he's waiting on.
What is he doing? He could have had that briefcase already.
Oh. Impressive crossbody off the top of the ladder, but for what reason?
Pure hate, it seems like. Seems like they don't. Neither one of them seem too interested in getting that briefcase off right now. It looks like they're just wanting to bring the pain to each other.
Missile drop kick from the top rope.
Very nice drop kick. Ooh, a little hit with the ladder there.
Maybe that one will keep Trash Panda. I've got to say, I am impressed. He will not stay down.
Ooh, nice spear there.
Come on, Ace Blade.
Ace Blade going to the top. Finally, we see somebody acting like they want to get their hands on the briefcase and get that opportunity.
He must be afraid of heights. It's taking him a while to get that.
Well, we know they secure them on there very, very tightly. Can't have it falling off there just with the slightest touch. Oh, what do we got here? Oh my God!
Wow!
You can just see by Trash Panda's body that that hurt.
I hope Spider Squirrel has his family's phone number and can, let him know he's okay, or
moving a lot quicker there.
Find out what his last wishes were. Jeez.
He is just sprawled out on the ring right now. Able to make it to his feet slowly. Oh, slowly.
Is there a master lock on that hook that he's got to figure out the combination to? Goodness.
Oh, and a back drop. They lock him on there pretty tight, Danny. They want to make sure that they're on there secure, and it gives everybody an opportunity.
Oh, nice counter. That was a beautiful
showing
splash.
All of his skill right now. He must still be a little loopy from that back drop.
Yeah, you just can't afford to have those kind of mistakes and misses.
Trash Panda now with the ladder. Ooh, nice little.
It was a little bit of a lackluster hit there, if I say so myself.
They've been a little gentle with that ladder.
Yeah. Maybe it's the I won't hit you as hard as I can as long as you don't hit me as hard as you can with it.
Could be too many bumps thus far in the match is taking a toll on him. Again, Trash Panda.
Oh! He went for the big splash again.
Not to hurt the midsection coming down that far on the knees. Ace Blade going up, not wasting any time. Trash Panda just kind of stumbling there. He left him kind of disrespectfully stumbling. And Trash Panda just watches.
I told you Ace Blade was going to win.
Hey, I've been known to be wrong a few times, Danny. And you were right about that.
I will say, though, after some of the abuse he took in this match for the qualifier, he's got to be at the back of the line and have the lowest opportunity to win that Money in the Bank match.
This move right here was incredible.
Yeah.
Off the top. You got to wonder if that played into part of him just kind of being loopy and out of it there at the end. It's got to feel good for Team Fourth Wall. Ace Blade getting that win after they've had 2 back-to-back losses. Opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank next week. I'm sure Ace Blade would definitely like a shot at Hot Shot. They have yet to face off, actually, because in the tournament, Ace Blade was out first round against 5-Star, so he has not met Hot Shot in the ring at all. So I'm sure he's wanting to get that opportunity and cash in at that championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, Tony. After taking the losses in the first 2 weeks, and this being the third week of Clapback, walking away with not only the win, but a pretty big win by qualifying. That experience is going to be helpful. Having the ladder match is going to help prepare him as long as he goes into that not injured. And sometimes it's losing the battle isn't the end of things as long as you can win the war. And if that's the end of the fighting between these four opponents, I think that it's safe to say that Ace Blade and Lumberjacks have come out on top.
Yeah, I agree. You can check out our one of our sponsors. You can go to fsknow.com and pick up any of the books featuring these characters. And you definitely want to get that background story. You want to get those backgrounds. And we're going to run a quick commercial break before we go into our main event tonight. So let's run that commercial, and we can get right back to the clapback action. That's right, folks. You have seen your favorite characters in the books. You have seen them in the ring, and now you get to see them on the mat in a very fun, interactive card game, Epic 21. It is going down. You do not want to miss it. This card set looks extremely dope.
Yeah, I can definitely say that creator of Epic 21, Mike Watson, this is another one of his babies, and very excited to see Epic 21 being re-released, coming to Kickstarter, completely new style, look, feel, same great gameplay, but it's got a bit more than just a facelift. Very excited about it. You can head over to fskgo.com. That's going to route you right over to that Kickstarter that is in kind of the pre-launch mode where you can give it a follow. That way, once it does go live, you'll get that notification and you can hop in and get some of those Kickstarter exclusives and be some of the first people to get your hands on the new Epic 21.
Nice. I'm excited to start collecting the cards myself. I tell you what cards I'm most excited about. Hot Shot and 5-Star. And guess what? We're lucky tonight because we get to see them both in the ring in our main event as they face off against the Frost Gang.
Yeah, this may be our biggest main event so far on Tuesday Night Clapback, and I'm seeing Hot Shot and 5-Star tag together, which I think is a really good thing to see after that first week of that match off between Hot Shot and 5-Star. Seeing them now team up together to take on the villains from the Frost Gang. Let's jump into it and see what happens in this main event.
I'm excited to see. Definitely excited to see. And we have the champ coming out first, Hot Shot. And again, listen to that crowd. They love this champion.
The following
He is the people's
contest
champion.
is a
He is
handicap
full
match.
representation of FSA.
Making his way to the
He
ring
is a fighting
from
champion.
Columbus,
He is a
Ohio, weighing in
phenomenal
at
champion.
215 pounds, the men's champion, the hero, Hot.
Always playing to the crowd, baby.
Void is lurking in the building, but that also we see the type of face-off and willingness to put each other through carnage at a shot at that Money in the Bank. He's got a lot that's got to be weighing on his shoulders right now.
We heard him when he talked to us earlier today. He seemed very confident.
You asked me, that's a little bit of overcompensating there. There's no way he's not at least a little nervous.
Here they are, the Frost Gang, looking mean.
And their opponent at a combined weight of 590 pounds.
I've got to say,
Ice is the big guy, Deep Freeze the smaller one, the leader of the two.
I gotta say, it's surprising that we would see the Frost Gang come out and 5-Star is not yet out with us.
Well, it looks like we're losing a little bit of signal here. Taking us backstage. We got a backstage. What's happening here? Oh!
Well, there's the answer.
There's the answer why. We got Void, and he's taking out Hotshot.
I guess you could say he's taking out Hotshot by taking out 5-Star, leaving Hotshot alone out in the ring.
What is going on here?
So are we gonna? So are we gonna do the tag match?
The referee start the match. I don't know if the referee did the referee get the memo or.
Well, this looks like it's gonna be a handicap. Are we facing a tornado handicap match here?
It looks like we're in a tornado handicap match here. They're going for the pin early. Hotshot's got to be distracted about what's going on in the back. You gotta wonder.
I gotta say, that is a very cerebral approach by Void to, you don't always have to necessarily directly get your hands dirty, although I'm sure his hands are a bit dirty with what he's doing 5-Star in the back, because that's, didn't look too friendly there, but to leave Hotshot here by himself.
Jesus Christ. You gotta wonder if these guys are on the payroll here for Void to just add a little injury here to Hotshot.
Ice Block is kind of out there. He's out here just playing to the crowd, but I guess that's okay because Deep Freeze is kind of holding his own there for a second.
For a minute. You can't do that. I don't care if there is two of you. You cannot do that with Hotshot.
Yeah, he is the champion for a reason.
Let's just talk about the size of Ice Block here. He is a monster. He is playing to the crowd a bit, though, while his partners in the outside the ring getting whooped up on. He manages to come out there every time and bring it back to the team.
I say we got a lot of big guys here in FSK, and between Ice Block here, Virgil, Void, a lot of very large opponents.
And this is where the big boys play at FSK.
It's a very big man to lift up.
Strength. Ooh.
Nice snap suplex there.
I
Little
gotta
belly
say,
to back.
though, every time Hotshot does begin to get a little bit of momentum here, the numbers game come into play, and that's what the Frost Gang does. They're known for playing the numbers game. They also have a sister who surprises out here with him as well, but I'm sure we'll be seeing her sometime.
What do you think our champion's gonna say if he survives this match and gets to the back? You think he's gonna be upset at the fact that this ended up continuing to be a 2-on-1 match?
Well, I would imagine he would be. I'm not really sure what our officials or what is going on with the powers that be to allow this to happen. I understand wanting the show must go on, but at what expense, especially when you're expensing your champion.
Well, would you want to be the referee, I guess, and tell a man the size of Ice Block that he's got to get out of the ring?
I would not. You're right about that, Danny. I definitely would not. Hotshot is just putting up a fight.
Yeah.
Fighting off both men. This is not enough.
Kind of notice, it looks like he's starting to slow. And you're right. Every time he gets a little bit of offense off, Frost Gang shuts it down.
He's doing amazing with the counter there.
Nice suplex.
Tossing a big man out. This might be his time, but no. Again, the numbers game played.
This is his chance. If he's going to put him away, now's the time to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Nasty tackle
And we're
through
back
the
in the
ropes.
back, and the Void is still just taking out 5-star. You gotta wonder if this is gonna
Right.
do some,
On the
some real
concrete.
damage here to 5-star. I mean, you gotta think about his
There's a little bit of, was that a Northern Lights suplex there?
future in the company even. I mean, he's just getting torn to pieces.
Ah.
Void does not care about the person he's facing off against. It's clear.
Oh. Those punches, you could just, I mean, just the sound they make when they hit.
That is concrete, ladies and gentlemen. That is a parking lot. That is not the same as doing it in a ring. These attacks are vicious. These attacks are...
You know, and I mean, kudos to Void. It's just, he's even putting his own body on the line here.
Ooh. And we're back to the ring. Both of our, I would say 2 of our flagship competitors here are both just facing a lot of pain right now.
You know, Hotshot, see, that's the, Hotshot could have just stayed down, let the match end.
Oh.
Looks like Deep Freeze may have caught Ice Block on the way down.
Tossing them both in the ring. You gotta wonder what that strategy is. Making him
Deep
miss
Freeze
there.
just tried to kill
Hotshot-
himself.
Hotshot is the fighting champion, though.
You don't earn that title, the people, you know, being the people's champion for nothing.
He will not give up, and you gotta love that. No matter what, he is going to fight until his last breath.
But you know, the ref, I gotta say, what is?
He's a ref.
We need to check this referee out because that was yeah. I'm wondering if Void had a little conversation with this referee before the match.
Yeah, he is. The slow count there really hurting. Hotshot already has a lot of things going wrong. He doesn't need a ref to be one of them. Again, throwing them both in the ring. You gotta wonder what the strategy is in that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm understanding that at all.
It might just be
Like, do you
really
want
bumps
to
on the
lose?
head. Maybe he just wanted to throw them both in the ref for a moment. Feel the strength there. Ugh. We have not seen our champion take this much abuse, but still able, going for the pin, knowing that he's right there. In a regular match, that might have been it, but when you're facing 2 people, you can't.
Yeah.
That's not how it's going to happen.
It just kind of showed the desperation there of Hotshot to try to go for that pin. You know, and geez, just the power of Ice Block there to kick out at 1.
All right, he's first time being able to maybe get some one-on-one action here. Able to turn, change direction on that move. That kind of misses. Can't have a miss like that.
No, especially in a moment like this where the big guy's on the outside, he's laid out. This is the time you want to finish it. Put it away, get your win, and get out
crowd
of it.
around him, but you got to think a move like that. Why would he go for the pin? Again, I think he's just trying to get this quick pin to get this match over with. We're back on the outside, back out here, and the beating is just continuing. You gotta wonder if 5-star might be actually be hurt here, guys.
You think they might treat 5-star in the same hospital he went in when he had the accident and got his powers?
He might be in a coma after that one.
Maybe they
Back
still
into
got
the
his
ring.
room set up.
Ooh.
Just that size difference.
Hotshot is not intimidated by that at all.
But he's got his back turned.
Frost Gang. They don't call him a gang for nothing. They love to play the numbers game.
Definitely a couple icy thugs. You know, and you see things like this, and you think to yourself, where's the help? No one's coming out to help Hotshot. But when you've got something like Money in the Bank next week, this is kind of in your favor. You know, when the champion can get beat down, and it just betters your chances of once you win the Money in the Bank. It's much easier for you to take.
Is out this week, and you got to think that Virgil probably was telling Hotshot aid if he was in the building. He is at home with an injury.
You know, despite his confidence from earlier on the show, he I wonder if he's a little worried now and thinking about help.
I gotta say, he really put up a fight there, more than most would put up against two powerhouses. But at the end, it just wasn't enough.
You know, and I know this ended up being 2-on-1, but how impressive is the Frost Gang? And this is just two of the three of them. You got to think, man, this group's going to be a problem.
I got to say, they probably definitely put not only solo, they could put solo people on notice, but the tag team division. Anybody that's a tag team, they are definitely look like a fierce tag team.
Yeah, I would have to say they're the best working group so far, and you know, as many wins as Spider Squirrel and Trash Panda have, and you know, we've seen some dysfunction between Ace Blade and Lumberjacks. We might be seeing future champions in the Frost Gang.
I agree. They both look very hungry, and they took that hunger out on Hotshot. You got to wonder though what that match would have looked like if 5-Star would have been part of that match, and it would have been a fair fight.
That would have been a pay-per-view worthy main event. I'm hoping we get a chance to see that match. You know, I got to think that Hotshot is going to feel a certain kind of way and want another shot, an even match against Frost Gang. And, you know, who knows? Maybe next time we'll see a triple threat where maybe the Frost Gang sister shows up and Vigilance can join Hotshot and 5-Star once they release him from the hospital. Maybe? I don't know.
I would imagine. Well, let's just take a second to think. Last week, Void takes out Virgil. Hurts him so bad that he's not able to be here tonight. This week, he takes out 5-Star. Both 5-Star and Virgil are both people that have at least a mutual respect for Hotshot, and we know would at least come to his aid if need be. We know that both of them at least, you know, they might not be teammates, but they at least have that mutual respect. And it just so happens that he's strategically taking out those around Hotshot. I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine 5-Star is going to be hurt though.
Oh yeah, after a beating like that, there's no way. Like I said, I mean, Void's putting his own body on the line to do some of those moves, and that just shows how bad he wants to. You know, the big picture is to hurt Hotshot and take Hotshot out.
I know that Big Virgil and 5-Star are both in the Money in the Bank next week. We have to see how that plays out. We'll have to see if 5-Star even is able to participate in that match. But next week, guys, we have 2 Money in the Bank matches. We have the ladies, we have the men's. Whoever wins those matches has opportunities to grab that Money in the Bank and cash it out on either champion. And that's big. That's a big opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity, you know, and especially with the current landscape. Like I said, you know, if there was if we had a current reigning Money in the Bank champion, tonight would have been the night to cash in. That beating that Hotshot took, you know, he looked very impressive. We absolutely agree with that. But those are the type of moments that you wait for to cash in the Money in the Bank, and that's the beauty of that contract. That once someone's beat down that bad, you can cash in, and there's nothing they can do. That they have to go through with the match. The bell has to ring.
Yeah,
and maybe they're lucky and they can land a quick finisher and take them out. But history shows that typically they're going to lose that championship.
I agree. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us in week 3 as we take the road to FSK Mania. We're excited to see the action that's going to happen and continue to happen. So we want you to join us next week right here where the clapbacks are always clapping back, and they're going to clap back even harder next week in the Money in the Bank. Can't wait. Thank you again for tuning in. Danny, as always, my friend, it was a good show.
Yep, it's been my pleasure, and I cannot wait for next Tuesday. That those 2 Money in the Bank matches are going to be just, man, I can't wait. It's going to be a long week until we can get there.
I agree. I'm excited to see. Again, join us next week on Tuesday Night Clapback's Money in the Bank. It's going down. Man in the back, run that outro for us for the one time.